Let's talk about mindfulness and mindlessness when it comes to chronic fatigue. You know, the thing about mindfulness, it's appreciating the context. It's having awareness of the full context. It's the big picture. And what is mindlessness? It's the opposite of that. It's losing the big picture. So when we lose the big picture, what happens to us when it comes to chronic fatigue specifically? When we lose the big picture, what happens is that we forget the most obvious things. So what happens is we start judging ourselves for having the symptoms coming from a disease. We feel like there's something wrong with us. Like, I'm just being so stupid, or why am I so clumsy? Why can't I speak right? Well, the obvious answer to all of these questions is you've got chronic fatigue, sweetheart. I've got chronic fatigue, right? But the funny thing is, mindlessness is just losing the most obvious understanding of the world. And it's not because of anything we actually believe. Like some part of us always knows, well, yeah, duh, I've got a disease. But we get into this blurry, dreamlike, cross-eyed state. Fatigue does not help with this, needless to say. But when we get into that state, we forget what's going on. We lose track of what's going on. And we become harsh with ourselves in a way that's actually decidedly inappropriate. It's inappropriate to judge somebody who's sick for being sick. So the solution to this is not a thought. It's not a new philosophy. It's not a new ideology. The solution for this is retraining ourselves to not go into tunnel vision and lose the big picture. And this is easy to say, and it takes work to do. You have to do the work. Nobody can do the work for you. There's no pill you can take to make you aware of the larger picture. You just have to hook back in to your fundamental human nature that already knows these things. You can't just say, I'm going to do it, because that's not how it happens. It doesn't happen consciously. It happens unconsciously. So you need to get down into the unconscious, retrain that process to remember the full context. Then you will be kinder to yourself. You will stop beating yourself up. You will stop saying, what's wrong with me? You will start saying, oh, I'm sick. That's it. There's no follow-up thought that needs to happen there. There's no, no, none. Nothing else needs to happen. I'm sick. That's how it is. Now what? Think of what you can do with all the leftover bandwidth in your mind and in your heart when you're not beating yourself up. It's incredible, actually. It's truly incredible. You have no idea your capacity.